Have you ever wondered why the mind often seems like an untamed beast, running wild with thoughts and emotions that sometimes feel beyond our control? Indeed, the mind is a complex entity, a labyrinth of thoughts, feelings, and impulses. But what if there was a way to harness its power, to control its meanderings and make it work for us rather than against us? Today, we will embark on a journey to understand how to control our mind. Imagine the mind as a garden. Left unattended, it grows weeds, random, uncontrolled, and sometimes harmful. But with attention and care, it can bloom with beautiful flowers. So how can we cultivate this garden? Let's break it down. The first step is awareness. Before we can control the mind, we need to understand it. Pay attention to its patterns, its tendencies. What triggers certain thoughts or emotions? What are the habitual thought patterns? By observing the mind, we can begin to understand it. Step 2 is acceptance. Once we understand the mind's patterns, we can accept them without judgment. This doesn't mean we agree with them or want them to continue, but acceptance is a necessary step towards change. It's about acknowledging the current state of the mind without resistance. Now we move to step 3, intention. This is where we decide what we want from our mind. Do we want more positivity, more focus, less anxiety? By setting an intention, we give the mind a direction, a goal to work towards. Step 4 is training. This is where the real work begins. Just like training a muscle, the mind requires consistent effort. Meditation, mindfulness exercises, cognitive behavioral techniques, these are all tools that can be used to train the mind. And finally, step 5, persistence. The journey to controlling the mind is not a sprint, but a marathon. It requires patience, persistence, and a lot of self-compassion. There will be setbacks, but with persistence, change is not only possible, it's inevitable. So, to summarize, controlling the mind is a 5-step process. Awareness, acceptance, intention, training, and persistence. It's about understanding the mind, accepting its current state, setting an intention for change, training the mind with various tools and techniques, and persisting in the face of setbacks. Remember, the mind is not an enemy to be conquered, but a powerful ally waiting to be harnessed. So why not start today? After all, the mind is the only thing we have complete control over. It's time to take the reins and steer it in the direction we want. It won't be easy, but it will definitely be worth it. Thank you for joining this exploration into the mind's mysteries. Until next time, remember, your mind is your garden. Cultivate it wisely.